Among 20 snowy mountains, the only thing moving was the eye of the blackbird. I was of three minds, like a tree in which there are three blackbirds. The blackbird in the autumn winds, it was a small part of the pantomime. A man and a woman are one. A man, a woman, and a blackbird are one. I do not know which to prefer, the beauty of inflections or the beauty of innuendos. The blackbird whistling or just after. Icicles filled the long window with barbaric glass. The shadow of the blackbird crossed it, to and fro. The mood traced in the shadow an indecipherable cause. O thin men of Haddam, why do you imagine golden birds? Do you not see how the blackbird walks around feet of the women about you? I know noble accents and lucid, inescapable rhythms, but I know too that the blackbird is involved in what I know. When the blackbird flows out of sight, it marked the edge of one of many circles. At the sight of blackbirds flying in a green light, even the bawds of euphony would cry out sharply. He rode over Connecticut in a glass coach. Once, a fear pierced him, in that he mistook the shadow of his equipage for blackbirds. The river is moving, the blackbird must be flying. It was evening all afternoon. It was snowing. And it was going to snow. The blackbird sat in the cedar limbs. So that is finishing our reading today. Wallace Stevens, great poet, my favorite of the 20th century. Close second, Robert Bly. And there's an interesting story Robert tells about hating and loving. He had a love-hate relationship with Wallace Stevens. He wrote poems where he kind of made fun of Wallace Stevens and his job at the insurance executive and his morning walks in Hartford and going on like acrobatics to the high wire of the mind type of thing. But he loved Stevens. And Robert told stories, and one of the stories is probably not true, but Robert said it so. He was a very vigorous, forceful, genuine, authentic soul, but he claims, and this cannot be true, he claims that he found a copy of Wallace Stevens' poetry in a diner in some small town in North Dakota. He was on some road trip driving across. If anyone's driven across North Dakota, like I have, he stops at a diner, this is like out of Twin Peaks or something, it's like, and then there's a book of Wallace Stevens that he takes with him. I don't know if that's true or not, but blackbirds, nature of reality, think differently, and bless you.